In this video, we are going to discuss the different types of carbon atoms. So there are two types of classifications. The first classification is based on the linkage. So in this classification, carbons are classified into four types. They are 1 degree carbon, 2 degree carbon, 3 degree carbon, 4 degree carbon. This is primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary or a neocarbon. A carbon which is directly attached to one other carbon or a no other carbon. Carbon which is directly attached to one other or a no other carbon is a primary carbon. Similarly, carbon which is directly attached to two other carbons is a secondary carbon, also known as a 2 degree carbon. Tertiary or 3 degree carbon that is directly attached to three other carbon atoms. That is tertiary, directly attached to three other carbon atoms. Quaternary carbon or neocarbon, this is directly attached to four other carbon atoms. That is quaternary or neocarbon. You can see this particular example. So this carbon is directly attached to one other carbon, therefore it is 1 degree. This is attached to two other carbons, therefore it is 2 degree. This is attached to three other carbons directly, therefore it is tertiary or 3 degree. This is secondary. This one, if you observe, it has a right side, above, below and left side. Four carbons are directly attached, therefore it is a quaternary or neocarbon, 4 degree. This is primary, this is primary, this is primary, this is also primary. So this is the classification of carbons based on the linkage. The second classification is based on the distance from the functional group. Based on the distance from the functional group or substituent. So in this example, here we have carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid is a functional group, and here this COOH containing carbon, so that is called alpha carbon. Carbon which is directly attached to functional group or substituent, that is called alpha carbon. Next is beta, later it is gamma, next it is delta. So this is alpha, beta, gamma, delta. So this is the classification of carbons. Similarly, we also classify hydrogens. So hydrogens are classified into three types. Three types of hydrogens we have. They are primary, secondary and tertiary. Quaternary hydrogen does not exist. You can also think why quaternary hydrogen does not exist. So primary hydrogens are the hydrogens which are attached to primary carbons. All hydrogens attached to primary carbons are primary hydrogens. Similarly, hydrogens attached to secondary carbons are 2 degree or secondary hydrogens. Tertiary hydrogens are the hydrogens which are attached to all tertiary carbons. So you can see the example. So this is a primary carbon, therefore these are primary hydrogens. These are secondary hydrogens. Of course, these are also secondary hydrogens, and these are primary hydrogens, not a secondary because it is a primary carbon. This is attached to only one other carbon. So this is a primary carbon and these are primary hydrogens. Secondary carbon and secondary hydrogens. This is also secondary carbon and this is a secondary hydrogen and this is primary. But here if you see, this particular carbon is tertiary, this carbon is tertiary, therefore hydrogen is a tertiary hydrogen. So this is about types of carbons and types of hydrogens.